Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. So Cappies, it's Thursday. I don't have coffee though because I'm still not feeling very well. Will I ever get better? A couple of quick disclaimers. It's raining, it's stormy, my kids are off school, there's probably going to be a lot of background noise. I'm kind of feeling like this is part of your reading. Like maybe you're trying to get work done and like the kids are off school, or maybe somebody's off sick, or maybe you're off sick but you're still trying to get work done. It feels like there's a lot, right? There's a lot happening around you. So it doesn't necessarily have to be your specific message, but it's somebody's message. Also things like everything's a bit of a mess. Like I tried to paint my nails and then I moved too quickly and I ruined them. So it's just like this feeling of like everything not going quite right, everything being a little bit, like those days when you get out on the wrong side of the bed and it's like is the world against me at the moment? Like everything's going a bit wrong. Is this bad karma? Like what's going on? It has that kind of feel to your energy today. I'm also definitely getting something about relationships or love, especially like unconditional love. As soon as I started to tune into your energy, I was getting like Ace of Cups. So Ace of Cups to me can be like unconditional love. And I'm getting this energy of, I don't know if it's you or somebody around you, because again, I'm getting this like doubling energy in your reading. Like somebody is just giving with an open heart. Somebody is just like, look, I care about you. If you need anything, just call. It's this kind of energy. Like, look, I've got your back. I don't want anything in return. I'm giving with an open hand here. It's just feels very open and very, just really good actually, like a really good energy. And again, I don't know if it's you or the other person. Somebody's kind of resistant to it. So I had the songs Residue by Tayla Parx and Don't Delete the Kisses by Eilish. What if it's not meant for me? Why do you love me so good? What if it's not meant for me? So it's got this feeling of almost like running away from love. What if it's not meant for me? So there is a caring connection, I want to say. I think you may be very resistant to it. I don't know what this word is yet, by the way. I don't know if you're very resistant to it because maybe you're just really busy. And again, maybe it's this sense of like, it's just not the right time. Things are going wrong. Like I've got stuff to sort out. Like it has that kind of energy to it. Like not now. Or this energy of like everything coming at once. And it's like, how do I make time for this? So yeah, this kind of pushback energy. I've been seeing like the Four of Cups a lot as well, like in association with your energy. So I don't know if it's coming from a place of fear or if I don't know what it is. It's got that kind of Capricorn energy of not right now, I'm busy, I've got work to do. Like that kind of Capricorn motif that people talk about a lot. Like, that love is inconvenient. Relationships, feelings are inconvenient. Can we deal with this later? It's got that kind of energy to it. So I don't know. But I want to say it is for you. It's here to care for you. It's here to connect with you. Like this is the card that fell out. It's like, it is good. It's and it's good. You recognize that it's good. But then at the same time, you're like, how do I get this out of my brain? How do I stop thinking about this personally? It's got this pushback energy to it. So yeah, you can go and listen to those songs. Residue by Tayla Parx definitely has, I feel like it's you. It definitely has this vibe of seeing it as something that's a monster when it's really not. And then Don't Delete the Kisses by Eilish. I actually want to read the lyrics to this because they're so beautiful, and I really, really, really encourage you to watch the video or go and listen to the song, because for me it's one of my favorite songs at the moment, and it has those that build, like the music builds and it gets me proper in my emotions, because I'm a big softie. I'm all about love. I'm like like love being in love kind of energy. So but it has got, again, maybe you've got Cancerian placements, or you're dealing with a Cancerian, because it has that kind of like resistance energy to it. I see the signs of a lifetime, you till I die, and I'm swiftly out, Irish goodbye. So it's like, I see the sign, it's like, you till I die. It's like, I know you're the one, but I'm running away. It's weird energy. What if love's not meant for me? I'd like to get to know you. I'd like to take you out. We'd go to the Hail Mary and afterwards make out. Instead, I'm typing you a message that I know I'll never send. Rewriting old excuses, delete the kisses at the end. When I see you, my whole world reduces to just that room. And then I remember, and I'm shy, and gossip's eye will look too soon. And then I'm trapped, overthinking, and yeah, probably self-doubt. You tell me to get over it, and and to take you out. But I can't, I'm too scared. And here's the night bus, I have to go, and the doors are closing, and you were waving, and I like you, and I'll never let you know, and you won't wait, and maybe I won't mind, I'll work better on my own. Again, very Capricorn, I work better on my own. And now I'm home, a little bit drunk, and I ask myself, what if love's not meant for me? A few days passed since I last saw you, and you've taken over my mind. I'm retelling jokes that you made that made me laugh, pretending that they're mine. I want to tell the whole world about you. I think that's a sign. I'm losing self-control, and it's you. It really is. 1,000 times. See, it makes me emotional. I look at your picture and I smile. How awful's that? I'm like a teenage girl. I might as well write all over my notebook that you rock my world. But you do, you really do. You've turned me upside down, and that's okay. I let it happen because I like having you around. I'm electric, a romantic cliche. Yeah, they really are all true. When we catch eyes at that stupid party, I know exactly what to do. I'll take your hand and we will leave. French exits from you and me. And now I'm home, a little bit drunk. Some things don't change, and I know me and you were meant to be in love. I love it. Like, it probably gets me emotional. It's such a beautiful song. And then, if that wasn't enough, those were the songs that I was listening to while I was trying to like wait for my nails to dry, and I got impatient because I got excited to do your reading because I'm a romantic cliche, right? So then I randomized a song for you, for your reading, specifically for Capricorn, and I got Everlong by Foo Fighters. So again, Everlong is like proper. I don't know why you're getting these songs that proper get me in my feels. Hello, I've waited here for you, Everlong. Tonight I throw myself into. And out of the red, out of her head, she sang. Come down and waste away with me, down with me. Slow how you wanted it to be. Yeah, it's such. So maybe, I don't know, maybe you're saying take it slow, maybe they're saying take it slow. It feels intense, which I guess is why you're running away from it. Like, it's overwhelming. That song, that Wolf Alice song, is overwhelming. So I don't know if this is your reading. It may not be your reading. If not, maybe go and check out your other placements. I'm just getting what I'm getting, right? So why do you love me so good? What if it's not meant for me? Taking over my mind. How long I've waited here for you. So what is this word? Memory. So maybe you've got memories of caring connections from the past. I'm looking at this dress. I've been thinking about posting a photo of when I got engaged, and I'm wearing a dress very, very similar to this. And it was one of those dresses. It was a beautiful dress. It was like this white linen dress, but it never really fit me properly. I don't know, it's kind of making me think of that. Maybe you've just got engaged, maybe you're thinking about getting engaged. Oh, the other message I have here, I dropped a match. So I was trying to light my candle and my joss stick, and the match broke and it fell on the top and it burnt it. And I feel like that's some sort of sign. Again, maybe from a past relationship, or maybe it's a fear of an incoming relationship that, you know, it's going to break. The relationship might break. You know, you might burn yourself. You might cause yourself to have pain because you opened your heart. Because maybe it's happened in the past. What have we got here? Perfume. Memory, maybe smells evoke a certain memory for you. Maybe you smell perfume, it reminds you of certain people, certain times. I've got a memory of, I think it's dupe. I think it's like the men's dupe. When I smell it, it reminds me of playing The Sims 2. In a very, like, an old house. It was like the first house that I ever rented, like as a very young adult. Yeah, it was not the best house. There's a banana again. Maybe it's banana perfume. Does someone have like banana perfume? Maybe the smell of bananas evokes a certain memory for you. One more word, please, so that Capricorn know if this is their reading or not. When? I don't know. When? I don't know. It's your reading, not mine. Right. Memory, perfume, banana, when. So whatever that means to you. I'm going to bob Caring Connections back into the deck, and we're going to start your reading again. Angel of Strength, that's nice. Like, feel like you've got an angel sending you strength right now. So, oh yeah, there we go. That's why you're running from it, because you've got a broken heart. Oh my god, so much. Garden of the Gate. These are similar cards for me. Okay, so broken heart. So Cappy, I do feel like oh, look at this as well with the man holding a heart. So okay, this is specifically a man. Normally tarot is very gender neutral in my readings. Normally, even if it's like the King of Pentacles, it can be a man, it can be a woman, it can be somebody who's gender neutral. In this deck, for me, as a reader, again, take it your own way, this is specifically a man. So if you identify as male or a man, this is you holding your heart, right? Holding your heart in your hands, thinking, please don't hurt me. Or if you do not identify as a man, then this is somebody around you. So somebody who has, I want to say, unconditional love for you. They have... whoever this is, whether it's you or somebody else, this person has a big heart. It's almost like the King of Cups and the King of Wands combined for me. So very compassionate, very loving, very open-hearted. They may wear their heart on their sleeve. They may be very emotionally balanced. But again, it's like this person's coming forward with a love offer, and yet somebody here has a broken heart. So again, with memory, I do feel like perhaps there was a caring connection from the past that let you down or let your person down, and it may be very, very hard to, especially if you've been hurt and it's broken your faith in other people, it can be hard to rebuild that trust again. You know, if I open my heart again, am I going to be hurt again? So I feel like there's a question like this around. And as well, we were picking up on this energy of like, you know, I'm good where I am, like very, very, very Capricorn. I'm good where I am. I'm pretty independent, you know, Garden of the Gate and appreciation, very much your energy. It's kind of like almost like Queen of Pentacles, or definitely Nine of Pentacles energy, which is a Capricorn card. Yeah, the Garden of the Gate is like, I've got a sense of stability here. I've got a sense of like comfort. I've got a sense of like looking after myself quite well. I'm quite independent. So even if you're in a relationship or not, it's like wherever you currently are, it feels kind of secure. You feel like you're all right there, but at the same time, you are just in your own garden, and there's a whole world out there waiting to explore. So you may have a bit of a sense of longing, of wanting to explore, of wanting to open up, of wanting to kind of like leave the house and maybe start dating again. Maybe this is a case of, you know, I've experienced a breakup and I want to start dating again. So this is a really beautiful card though. I'm actually going to read this to help you identify who this is and what this card specifically is trying to say. Because we know, right, if we've got a broken heart, we know, right, that's like no fucking surprise. I've noticed, right, my heart's broken. So, nail varnish on my hand. But the lovely thing about this card is the heart is being repaired. It's like the tear, right, releasing the emotions. Actually, it's almost like it bonds it back together. It's the glue. Also, be aware of your heart at the moment as well in terms of health. If you notice any weird like chest flutters or anything like in your chest area that's a little bit of a warning sign, do go and get it checked out. That's just common sense advice. But with the broken heart card being here as well, just a side message for somebody. Yeah, but this feels like almost like treating yourself to a spa day at home, right? It's like I'm in my house, I'm doing my gardening, I'm cooking myself nice nutritious meals, I'm getting my health together, I'm working out, I'm doing some yoga, you know, I'm all right. But then there's still this, you know, we need to love. Humans are social animals, and, you know, as independent as we are, or as, oh, that's interesting. I heard something, who's going to look after me when I'm sick? So it could be, I am single, I'm fine on my own, I like being on my own, but, you know, when I get sick, who's going to bring me chicken soup? Like, and this realization of, oh, actually, maybe I do need somebody around who I can rely on, you know, when things do get a bit too tough for me, or when, you know, everybody needs that sometimes. Everybody needs, even if it's a friend, a family member, you know, they need that person to come in and be like, look, like put your jobs down for a minute, put your feet up, I'm going to make you a brew. Everybody needs that person from time to time, and sometimes it is when we get sick that we realize, oh, actually maybe I do want to share my life with somebody. So that could be a thing for somebody there. Again, it's a reading. It's going to have a lot of different messages in for a lot of different people. It's not a personal reading, so if it's not resonating, just leave it. You know, go and check out your other placements, or maybe next week's reading will be more fitting for you, but I'm just reading what cards come out, right? So the man holding a heart, this is, I'm a soppy romantic, so I get cards like this and I'm like, yeah, let's read it. A male dealing with family, love or emotions. This tender man sits with flowers all around, holding a heart in his hand. For a man, this signals a greater clarity about emotions and their purpose in life. I do get this energy a lot for you as well, Capricorn, of like you giving to family, like you being there for people. You know, like a family member rings you up, they're in trouble, and you're like, right, what do you need? Do you need money? I've got money, here you go. You know, pay me back when you can. Or like and it depends with Capricorn as well. It depends. I always think a Cappy, you have your inner circle, then you have a bigger circle, and then you have the people that you do not give a shit about, right? Anyone outside of the second circle, whatever, you know, no time for them. You've got your priorities straight. So in that inner circle, you're going to have close family members, like your loved ones, like your children, your partner, your siblings, right? Parents, like immediate close family, maybe like a best friend in there as well. Like that inner circle is like Capricorn. When you get close, Capricorn will do anything for them, like anything they need. It's like, and it is that Ace of Cups energy that I was talking about right at the start of the reading. It's like here you go, you don't even have to pay me back, right? Like if I've got it, I'm going to give it to you because I care about you, and I know you'd do the same for me if the situation was reversed. It's like that, you know, very, very tight-knit group around you. The second circle, kind of the middle circle, is like friends, colleagues, co-workers, your social group, your community, and all these people as well. You care for them, but you're only going to give a certain amount of time to them. So with these people, it's like, can I borrow money off you, Capricorn? And you're going to go, yeah. But you're going to need to pay me back. When are you going to be able to pay me back? And if they don't pay you back, you're never going to lend them money again, and you're certainly not. And you know, you're going to be saying, I need that back. You know, you're not a pushover in any sort of way. So that middle ring are going to see you as much more frosty than that kind of like inner circle, which is, it's just your energy. It's just how Capricorn comes across. So you know, I do feel like it's kind of your energy, no matter how you identify, of this kind of like, I've got all the time in the world for you, but don't take the piss, you know? There could be a more balanced approach to family and love at this time, even if these have been confusing experiences for you in the past. For some, this card upright could signal the presence of a new man in your life, one who tends to be more thoughtful and aware. Whether or not this man is a love interest or a friend, he brings a high intention to help where personal projects, family or home issues are concerned. There's an affirmation, sorry, my tummy's rumbling. I am comfortable with my emotions. I honour and express them in appropriate ways. I feel peace. So generally throughout your readings for a long time, I have been picking up on this emotional shutdown for you. It's like probably roughly around 2 years ago, perhaps for some of you, is when it was coming through. And it was like, I'd come into your readings and I'd get this imagery of like your heart being a like stone, your heart being a cave, your heart being ice. And it's like this almost like emotional shutdown. And a lot of you, I feel like, because you had some emotional pain, and it could have been for many different reasons, right? The loss of a loved one in some sort of way. As almost like a defensive measure, like your counterpart, like your polar opposite sign, Cancer, it was almost like the walls went up, right? You went defensive. And it was like, I got this kind of like bottling up energy for you, where it's like, I just can't deal with these emotions. So I'm just going to put them on the shelf, and I'm going to go and focus on work. I'm going to build up my wealth. I'm going to build up my resources. I'm going to make myself feel secure. I'm going to make myself feel stable. I'm going to make myself feel like, which is interesting what I'm hearing, I'm going to make myself feel like nobody can take anything away from me. So I don't know if there was like a betrayal in some kind of like business, something where it was like, there was an emotional relationship there, but there was also finances there. So like divorce, right? It was money and love, or a business partner, you know. So again, it may not be everybody's reading, it's general, but it's what I've been picking up on you. It's like this storyline that keeps coming through your readings. So I do feel, and I have been sensing, that you are getting into this place now where you've established a certain amount of comfort, you've established a certain amount of independence, of security. So now it's like, especially with that time span as well, almost like with the time in between whatever happened and now, it's like, all right, I can heal now. I can heal now. I've done what I needed to do on a tangible level. Let's look at these emotions. Excuse me a second. Okay, my son's in my room. He's all curled up on my bed because he's using my charger. So he's using headphones, but you may hear him making some noise back there. Okay, so, let's keep moving on. Oh, the goddess of the moon. Yeah, time for emotions. This is like the silver screen siren, the emotional, emotionally connected, again, Cancerian energy, or Piscean energy. Okay. Hearing ready now. Ready now. Okay, so who is Capricorn? Who is Capricorn? If it's not you as well, it may be your person, so switch and reverse it. But I'm asking for you now, because this is situational, and this is you. So you watching the reading, I'm reading for you now. Again, it's the collective view. It's not going to be 100% personal, but... Oh! Whoa! Have you had some kind of fallout? What was that? I'm seeing the rabbit and the raccoon, but I'm going to go again. Let's pop everything back in. Fire ant. Ooh, drama. Yeah, it could be some drama around you. You could slightly feel under attack. I want to say calm down. I don't know what that energy is, but all of a sudden it's like anxiety. Yeah, the rabbit, look. Is it the rabbit and the fire ant? Yeah. You're tense, you're anxious. Working very, very hard. Again, that busy bee energy. A bit afraid of getting stung or something. Yeah, you're very tense and nervous. Your instincts are kind of on fire. So you've got a bit of a flight or fight going here. Like ears pricked up, listening. It's got this energy of like gossip or... I can understand this actually for somebody. It's got this energy of, because the fire ant to me is always like a mob attack. So it's like on social media when somebody says something wrong and everybody just goes and like attacks. So you see it all the time if you're on social media. It's gross, this kind of mob mentality. Everybody jumping on that bandwagon and kind of wanting to say their opinion, wanting to side, right? Wanting to side with the popular narrative, wanting to fit in. It's a very, very human urge. I was talking with someone this week actually about how I don't know the details. I'm sure I could find them if asked, but there was some kind of social experiment, a science experiment about they got a group in a room and they had somebody in there who so the group had a set of rules. It was like, this is how you operate this machine. You press these buttons, never press this button, never do it this way. And there was one person in there who was kind of like a plant, and they had to go in and like do it the wrong way. And everybody was like angry at them, you know. Everybody was like, why are you doing it the wrong way? Can't you understand that this is the right way to do it? And this person was attacked by the group for doing it the wrong way. But then they added more people to the room, and a couple more people were doing it the wrong way. And over time they at first everybody was like, this is how you do it, this is the moral way to do it, this is the way it's done, and they were attacking the other group. But then gradually over time, the balance changed and they had more plants in the room who were doing it the wrong way. And because that became the popular way to do it, there was more people doing it that way. The human instinct is to join what the biggest group is doing. It's like a basic caveman survival instinct, right? You do what everybody else is doing, otherwise you're sleeping outside on the floor under the stars and you're going to get out by a woolly mammoth. So survival instinct, a basic human survival skill is side with the biggest group. which again is like, you see it in high school, right? It's very high school. Like, you want to be in with the cool kids. You don't want to be the outsider, because then you're at risk of getting bullied or, you know, mocked or whatever. So this kind of mob mentality is survival. And what happened in that social experiment was eventually people who were not plants started to do it the wrong way, because that became the right way. So I don't know, but that's kind of what's coming to mind. So it's like you're watching. I've got this energy of you being very, very nervous, very, very tense, watching, thinking, how is the tide going to change here? Which way is this going to go? Am I about to get attacked for something? It very, very nervous. Again, with your heart, be careful of your heart. I'm feeling it in my chest. Deep breaths. Again, go back. Right, if you're feeling that, when you start to feel like this, Caps, you're okay. You're safe, right? Where is your safe space? Go back. Go back here. Go back here. I knew I was going to see Archangel Michael. I was picking up on his energy next to the Angel of Strength as well. Yeah, I'm getting Archangel Michael energy in your reading. I was surprised he didn't come out for you. Yeah, you're okay. I want to say you're fine, right? You have a place of safety. You have like somewhere that you can retreat to, where you can replenish. It may not even be your house. It may be like a parent's house, a sibling's house. It's like you've got a safe space that you can go to, I hope, right? If not, do what you can to establish that. I want to say you are being protected. So when you feel like this, when you get into this anxious energy, and I can really feel it for you, retreat, right? Don't go. I want to say don't go into it, but we'll see what the cards say. Take deep breaths, do what you need to do to calm that anxiety. You know, whatever works for you. Play some music, do meditation, do some yoga, deep breaths. You know, put on something like on telly that'll distract you. Whatever you need to do. Go for a walk, perhaps, if you feel safe. But yeah, feeling. Yeah, you've got a sense. I don't know if it's paranoia. You've got a sense that things are going to go wrong. You've got a sense that, like how I dropped the match, right? The match broke and I dropped it. It's like you feel a little bit, I've got this energy of like you feel a little bit cursed at the moment, or you feel a little bit like everything's going wrong, which gives you a bit of an out. What I'm intuitively getting is that gives you a bit of an out of control feeling, and you don't like that. I want to say you're a cardinal sign. I think you're a cardinal sign. You like to be in control. You like to not necessarily be the boss, but you like to have a plan, and you like to have you like to have an idea about which way a situation is going. And I feel like it could go any way, and you don't feel prepared, or you're prepared, but you're anxious. Like, how is this gonna go? My tummy hurts. Oh yeah, I feel like this is you. I feel like, I mean, I've been poorly, but it's like, it feels like anxiety, like my tummy's really hurting. Okay. Oh, look at that on the bottom as well. 3 of Swords again. Okay. Who are you, Caps? Yeah, you're a bit defensive, but again, same message coming through the imagery of this card. This card is 7 of Wands. It's getting the high ground, taking a defensive stance, standing your ground as well, standing your ground. So you may have some kind of opinion, and you're having a very fixed position on it. You're like, I know that this isn't the popular opinion, but this is right for me. And this is where I'm digging my heels in. It does feel like you feel, at least, that you have what you consider to be the right opinion, and again, this can change. You feel like you're taking the high ground. You feel like you're being very you're on the correct side morally of something, and I want to say that that's right for you. So even if other people don't agree, that's right for you. We all create our own personal kind of rights and wrongs based on our own experiences, and what's right for us may not be right for another person. So I want to say you're absolutely right to dig your heels in and say, this is my stance based on my experience, and it's right for me. But then what I'm seeing is you going into this bubble again with this garden and gate energy, this self-care. It's like doing the meditation, doing the yoga, I don't know, taking yourself off social media, disengaging, and it's like people are not going to be able to knock you down. There's one of these ones that's just poking through there, but I want to say that one wand is the Ace of Wands. So it's almost like you're going to get some kind of like epiphany or like a creative idea. It's like you're going to take something that feels like an attack and you're going to kind of internalize it and turn it into something productive and creative, an idea. So I want to say you're okay. It's almost like there's a purpose to this. As long as you maintain your composure, you know, don't sink down to this level. I want to say don't engage. You know, you know, if people are trying to have some back and forth with you, just remove yourself from the conversation completely. Be like, I'm not fighting here. This is my point and I'm going. Right, this is where I stand. And that's not to say don't listen. You know, you are listening. I can see you're listening because look at the rabbit's ears. You are listening. You just don't want to get into a debate about it. Because you don't want to, it's almost like you don't want to sink down to this level, because this level is, again, every single one of those ants has their own perspective, their own belief system, their own attitude. But this card specifically to me is mob attack, right? It's like everybody bandwagoning. And I've seen that word used out of context as well this week, where it came across as almost offensive, but I'm just talking about what this specific card means to me. So and just because it's the popular opinion doesn't mean it's the wrong opinion as well. Just like if you have a different opinion, it's not the wrong opinion. There's no wrong opinion. It's just that this is, what happens here is, it's like, the fire spreads, right? It's one person says something, somebody else feels like they need to say their piece, somebody else jumps in with what they want to say, and all of a sudden everybody's fighting. It's like, and I grew up in a pub. I grew up in a pub, so I've seen this like physically in real life, where you know, trigger warning, where you know, people are drunk, you know, people start to have an argument, somebody steps in and gets involved, it gets more heated, somebody else comes in and gets involved, and everybody's screaming and shouting, and you've basically almost got a riot on your hands, right? And then the police are there. So it's like learning how to de-escalate and learning. I've actually had working in retail and customer service, I've had training on de-escalation, and I've trained others in de-escalation. And you know, you're aware of body language. So if people are squaring up to you, you take a step back, you relax, and you know, don't stare at them in their eyes, because that's seen as confrontational. You know, don't have that fixed eye contact, but look at them. If people have a complaint, if people are saying something, repeat what they're saying back to them. That shows that you're listening. So if somebody says, I'm really happy with what you just did, you say, okay, I understand that you're really unhappy with what I just did. Tell me why. You know, you should have listened better. All right, I'm listening now. What can I do to show you that I'm listening? So it's not just listening, it's showing that you're listening as well, like repeating. Even if you don't have to agree, you just say, I hear you, I hear what you're saying. You're saying this, and actually repeating it. It's just because just saying, yeah, I hear you, you might not really be listening, but actually repeating it shows you're listening. So when people feel like they're being listened to, they start to feel more understood, and it can help to de-escalate. But sometimes, again, when it gets to the mob level, the best thing to do sometimes is just get out of there, right? Just get out of there. You know, go and protect your own energy. Caps, Cappies, I want you to be happy. What's going on? And you can be happy. This is the thing, and this is like a life lesson. You don't have to engage with it, right? You can say your piece, you can drop your mic, and you can walk out of there. And, you know, say, if you've got any feedback, email me. If you've got any feedback, you know, text me. I'll respond to you in 3 days. You know, you can set boundaries with it. So this is boundaries. Getting something else there. You don't like to retreat because a little bit of ego in terms of I want to stand my ground here. I'm not in the wrong. Why should I go anywhere? So there's a little bit of that, but I want to say it's just take your ego out of the equation. You're serving yourself better by disengaging, right? Don't waste your energy on it. It's low vibrational. Why would you waste your energy? Go and replan your energy, right? Replan. I don't know if somebody works in retail. I'm getting retail words. I'm also getting an energy of like you want to be there though. Like you don't this for some reason, whatever that space is, whether it's an online space, whether it's a physical space, whatever that space is, it's like you don't want to leave it. There's stuff there that like there's a reason why you want to be there. So you don't want to be pushed out of that space for having a different opinion. It's so funny because something like it really feels like what's been going on for me this week as well. So again, energetically, people were talking to me on Twitter saying, and I look into astrology a lot myself. Yeah, you hear me talking about what's going on in your sign all the time. But apparently we've got that Mars-Venus conjunction and Leo full moon last night. It does crazy things to people. Like Venus, the goddess of love, Mars, the god of war, divine lovers. Like, I don't know. Like, it depends what they're doing in the sky. I don't know if there's like I don't know what they're doing. So sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's negative, and they're doing it in your sign. They're doing it in your sign. Oh, get out of my house. So yeah, feeling a bit like, again, Capricorn, you're the sign of like structure and houses and stability. So it's like stuff going on. It's like it's in your house. It's like, why should I leave? It's my house. It's got that kind of energy to it. Oh, hello. Oh, hello. Getting over that heartbreak. Okay, that's good. Like that. 9-card spread, please, for Capricorn. What's going on? Let's find out more about this. Let's dig a bit deeper. Cappy, Cappy, Cappy. Why have you gone secretive? Why, what's that? Again, that pulling back energy. You've gone secretive. Here we go. There you are. That's you. I'm fine. Nothing to see here. Nothing's affecting me. I'm the Queen of Pentacles. I'm good. I'm secure. I'm zen. Okay. Really? Okay. Hangman. 7 of Pentacles. 6 of Swords. Moving on from this. Emotionally disengaging. Going to calmer waters. I've got the picture. Feeling unbalanced, but it's good because again it's giving you a different perspective. Something about the way this is rattling you, you're gonna have some kind of epiphany or some kind of epiphany or realization or growth, I want to say. And this is what happens. It's like the purpose of things like the tower moments. I'm not seeing the tower here yet, hopefully not at all, but it's like you're learning a lesson here because you're trying to be very balanced and stable, but something's upsetting the balance. Again, this energy of like dropping plates or things going wrong is making you feel unsettled. So it's like there's a lesson to be learned with the Hangman here in that unsettled energy. It's either going to teach you something about yourself, like you can get through these moments, you are capable, or it feels a little bit more like, you know, sometimes you can get a bit too comfortable, right? You can get a bit too, like life can get a bit too easy, a bit too comfortable, everything's going well, and then something comes along that shakes you up a little bit. It just kind of like gives you a little bit of movement beneath your feet, just to kind of shake you up and get you moving again. And it's like, oh right, okay. But it's like something unexpected comes in and you feel a bit like, how am I going to deal with this? And then you deal with it, right? And it's like, oh, I learned something new. It's got that kind of energy to it. Something a little bit hidden in terms of a group project or working together. something taking time. Do you see what I see? Yeah, something about, there's that unconditional love, right? The Ace of Cups that I was seeing. It's hidden. You're secretive about it, or you're refusing to see it in yourself, or you're refusing to see it around you. Something to do with strength. Again, having that strength, the strength to keep your composure when it feels like the plates are dropping. Queen of Swords. You're doing pretty well. You're shown as 2 queens. There's the Star card. So having some kind of dream, some kind of wish. It's also a card about healing, about having that higher perspective. Really, really nice energy. You've got Aquarius twice. The major arcana is the Strength card. So, the Hangman and the Strength card. So your major arcana is positive. So whatever's going on for you, even though it's got you feeling a little bit rattled, a little bit unsettled, a little bit like your stability is being challenged, I'm getting this energy of like you being like pulled forward by the universe. So you're in the choppy waters, I want to say. It's almost like you're in the boat. This is you in the boat. Like, almost in denial, like I'm fine, I'm stable, I don't want to say you're in denial, like this is your natural energy to be in, but it's almost like, I don't know, it's like you're telling yourself, you're like, everything's fine, which is good. It's good that you're doing this. Everything's fine. This is temporary. This too shall pass, you know? And all the time, it's like the universe is here, the spirits are here, dragging you. Again, I feel like you're protected. You've got some kind of spirit guide. I'm annoyed with myself for not saying Archangel Michael in the beginning. Like the Angel of Strength as well. Look at this. So it's like you've got these protective guardian spirits around you, whatever that is. And this could be your own higher self, right? And it's like you're in the boat. You see, like she's almost in that shell. Emotionally, I want to say this is like emotionally turbulent waters for you, and these spirits are here and they're just guiding you through it. They're like, all you have to do, Capricorn, all you have to do is keep that beautiful composure, right? Keep being the queen. So whether you're she, he, or they, the queen cards for me can be he, she, or they, right? So it's just a state of being, and we can all have any energy of any tarot card at any time in our lives. So take gender out of it. But you'll be here being this queen, like very, very stable. Like, again, she's like seated on that cushion there. It's like you're comfortable, you're okay, you're fine. You know, your stability is assured. There's been a bit of I'm getting for some of you, there could be something like a flood, like you've left a tap running, or maybe it's been raining a lot, you've got a lot of water in your house right now. I don't know if that means anything to anyone. But it's like, just breathe. The universe is like, just breathe. Keep that composure. Keep being, it's almost like a shining leader, right? The shining example of how to be compassionate. The Queen of Pentacles is compassionate, and calm and patient. Two very, very patient energies here. How to like knit this back together. I'm kind of hearing how to work this back together, because again, like you see the tree, the plant here, the roots of the tree are kind of like kind of knotting together. So it's like, you're coming in with this kind of like leadership energy with the lion here and the Angel of Strength. It's like, you know, you're in choppy waters. You know that you've been spinning plates in the air and some of them are falling now, right? I want to say, it's like you knew that situation wasn't sustainable. I'm getting a told you so. Watch it again, watch that ego. I told you so. You knew it wasn't sustainable. I want to say that you are very, very clear about your position. You're very clear about where you stand. You're actually quite comfortable, as long as you maintain that composure, right? So deep breaths, you know, taking a step back, almost like being above it all, you know, being a little bit above it all, in a good way, in a way that's showing others that they don't have to engage. It's like you're all right, you know, this'll blow over. And I want to say you're doing this from a place where it's like the key ingredient is this unconditional love, right? The key ingredient is the heart. The key ingredient is, I'm hearing keeping the waters flowing. Santaro, one of my favorite readers, Santaro, this week, her Libra reading. I'm a Libra. I watched it and I was like, oh my God, she always does this. I'm like, how does she know? Like, how does she know? I was like, this makes so much sense to me. And it was a situation, she had all this fire energy, like the fire ants, and all this water energy. And the fire was kind of like the fire ant energy of there's something happening where, you know, tempers are flaring. It's a very heated situation. But it was like the key to getting through this is like this energy. So she was talking about the water, which to me is emotional energy, like bringing love into the situation. So I feel like there's something for you where it's like, keep the focus on the love. You know, whatever you're doing, do it from the heart space. Be emotionally open. It's actually very healing for other people. Your emotions make you strong, but for some reason this was hiding and this was hiding. So you are, again, you're either hiding feelings about a situation, new feelings about a situation, or for someone. And I kind of want to say this is almost the, again, with that kind of running away from it. It's like running away from it because, again, it's the water that's affecting your stability, right? The water's rocking the boat. The emotions are rocking the boat. So you've got this temptation to, it's like you've got this temptation to engage emotionally. Do you see how the hangman here? The hangman's kind of like stretching in. It's like she's trying to get into the emotions. She's trying to connect with the emotions. But it's a very tied up energy. It's like these two cards are both about timing. So it's like you have to get the timing right, or it's not the right time. Something like that. It's like, because you need the water to water the plants, and the plants are representing whatever it is you're working on, whatever it is you're growing, whatever it is you're doing on a very practical level, which is kind of your energy. It's earth energy, right? Pentacles energy. So it's like you're trying to grow something here. You're trying to wrap something up or tie something together. And it's like the water, you realize here, I want to say, in this moment of feeling unbalanced, that the water actually, it's like, it's not good or bad, it has to be used the right way. So bringing the water in too soon, whatever the water represents for you, so love, emotions, an element of the heart, bringing it in too soon is almost gonna, is creating something that's unbalanced, but at the same time it's recognizing that it's also your strength, because they're next to each other, right? The heart is your strength, and it's how you're gonna slow and steady, right? Something to do with timing here. It's what you need to bring into this situation in order for this thing to grow. But you're ending the reading with this very very logical energy. Again, she's not in her emotions. I always see this as like I think she's up in the mountains, but I always see this as like the ocean behind her, and she's actually got her heart locked down there. So getting something with the flags as well. It's like, you know, like red flag is like high tide, it's danger. So it's like wait, again with this watching and waiting energy, it's like waiting for the right flag, waiting for the right signal. So you've got, there's definitely something going on with your heart in this reading, because I got Ace of Cups energy and then it came out. You've got the broken heart, the man holding a heart, the Ace of Cups here, and then the Ace of Cups is locked away on this Queen of Swords. So it's like definitely something about timing. So you're ending the reading feeling quite analytical, quite strategic. Again, still a little bit icy there, still protecting your heart, still having strong boundaries, not communicating. Her sword's down, so she's not communicating. But you're being open, you're being open, you're being honest. You are having a lot of clarity. You want things to be, I'm hearing above board, like you want things to be like clear and crisp and precise and easy to understand. Like you want to be understood, you want to understand the situation clearly, you don't want there to be any confusion. Again, this Two of Pentacles right in the middle of your reading, it feels like, although it unsettles you, it's actually, I'm hearing a key ingredient, it's actually it's bringing you something that you need, that you could have either overlooked or misunderstood, because this is seeing things from a different angle, and it's actually going to work. It's going to be healing. It's like what you need, right? It's what you need to factor in here that perhaps wasn't factored in before. Okay, move you over there. So what's affecting Cancer? What's affecting Capricorn's energy, please? Energy outside of Capricorn affecting Capricorn's reading. Six of Pentacles, that's right there as well, so you've got that twice. That card's making me laugh. Clarify that one. Emperor. You could have some kind of boss or father figure affecting you at the moment. It's kind of like a boss, father, head of the family, CEO, like the guy making the decisions, the guy holding the money. Yeah, somebody like that around you at the moment. Okay, I'm really drawn to this verse because it's, again, here's the red flag for me. The Seven of Swords is a card, it's a card about deception, somebody being deceptive, somebody sneaking around, somebody kind of doing things at night time, trying to remain hidden. The meaning of this card is not always bad, because sometimes you might have this if, for example, you were planning a surprise party for someone, right? You don't want them to know that you're planning a party, so you're sneaking around. So it's not always bad. And the actual meaning of this card is the person stealing swords off a battlefield, so they can't be used to wound somebody the next day in battle. On this card, the battle's already happened. Somebody's already injured here. So I kind of want to say somebody could be a little bit self-serving around you at the moment. They're not, you know, like above board. They're not quite, it's like they're playing their own game. And it's connected to this Two of Pentacles energy, which you have right in the center of your reading. I want to say somebody's been giving to two people, giving to two families, giving to two situations. Maybe they've got two jobs. Somebody's been juggling. Somebody's been giving to two situations. And here's the deception. You might not know. So I'm getting a little bit of a sense of where's the money gone? Or why did that fail? There could be a little bit of a jokester. It's like, it's quite Gemini energy. It's, sorry, gems, if you're watching. Low vibrational Geminis, high vibrational Geminis are amazing. It's like playing the fool a little bit. Playing the fool. Wait, what am I getting? My son's kicking his leg behind me, if you can hear that. It feels like a distraction. It feels like somebody's distracting. Feels a bit like, almost like gaslighting, like trying to get away with something. And then when you ask them about it, they're like, what do you mean? Like, it's all right here. Look, haha. And then it's like they're joking and they're trying to distract. Jojo, can you stop wiggling your leg for me, please? Thank you. Yeah. Somebody's up to something. And I think when you question them, they laugh it off. Well, that looks proper suspicious to me. This is why you like, there's red flags, right? This person feels a bit trapped. This is a card about confidence, about freedom. It's the Sun card. So it's like it should be really, really happy, but at the same time, this person feels like they're being watched. I want to say because they're acting suspiciously. So they feel like they're being watched. They feel like they're under guard. They don't feel free. So they're being sneaky, yeah. It could be that they feel like you're watching them. This card's making me laugh. Like, some people will know why. Like a little model village. You're watching them. It could be, I want to say over here, it could be that you've got a decision to make about resources. Some kind of decision to make about where the money goes, who gets the money, how does this money get divided up. And so you're watching, like, who gets the funds, who gets the money. Or it could be somebody's watching you as well. But I kind of get the feeling, because this energy down here is super sneaky, and I am asking about people around you, I get this energy of you keeping an eye on people. And I wonder if that was my door. Hold on. Okay, sorry, it was the postman. I'm just getting comfy. I'm a bit cold and I don't want to turn the heating on yet, so I'm wrapping myself up in a blanket. Yeah, so you're keeping an eye on people. Keeping an eye on people. They're aware of it. They feel a bit guarded. So yeah, they're it could be a child. Could be a child, right? You're keeping an eye on what they're up to. They don't really like that. It makes them feel a little bit like they're under lock and key. So they're trying to be sneaky, but it's like the more sneaky they are, the more you don't trust them. It's like, if you could just be honest with me, if you could just be honest and direct with me, we could sort this out. But if you're being sneaky, like, how can I trust you? It's that kind of energy. It's like, if you're honest with me, I can trust you, we can work with that. But if you're going to be deceptive, then... I say this to my daughter all the time. I'm like, be honest with me, and we can work together, and I can trust you. You know, you can go to your friend's house and stuff. But if you start acting sneaky, if I think you're up to stuff, then you can't, you know, you're not going to get to go again. So it's in your own interest to be open and honest with me. And she is. She's brilliant. What do you think, Joe? Are you honest with me?
I don't know.
You don't know. You're a bit sneaky.
I don't know.
He doesn't know. I think you're super open and honest. You know you can tell me anything, right? Oh, quiet. You might be having a conversation after this reading. Okay. You just want to play computer games all day, don't you?
Yeah, but she's on the Xbox.
She's on the Xbox. Sad times. So, advice. Take the lead. Don't you get that all the time? I get this for you all the time. This kind of like this Leo take the lead stag business, like all the time. Believe in yourself and take a leap of faith. Stop worrying so much. What's with the anxiety? Like, you're good, you're fine, right? Spirit's got your back. You're okay. Just, if you've got something to say it from the heart. If it's not the right time, it's not the right time. Go and look after yourself. It's fine, right? It's like, stop with the anxiety, because it just gets you in your own head. You're not in your own head, though, I'm seeing at the moment here. You're doing okay. You're doing pretty well. I've seen a lot of progress from you. You've got potential, Capricorn. It's like, shut up, I know I am. I'm the boss in this reading. Right, Stag Spirit. All the time you get this. And I don't know what the reluctance is. Whether or not you have set your intention to lead, you may have found yourself suddenly called upon to step up to the forefront of your life. Stag Spirit is a reminder that now is a time to heed the call to be sure, strong and compassionate. That's what I said. Did I not say that with this here? I said it's like you're maintaining composure and you're like guiding the ship through the choppy waters. I was saying that, like, you're tying the situation together. I said that. Others will look to you, and you have it within you to see through the eyes of Stag Spirit and walk with confidence here as you take on the responsibilities that are yours. Now, yours now, and model integrity in all that you do and in all your relationships. Be willing to see the best in others so that your compassionate heart keeps you on the right path. That's what I was saying, your compassionate heart, right? Like, do it with the heart open, but willing to see the best in others. So is this person being sneaky, or do you perceive them to be sneaky? Are they being sneaky because you're being too controlling? I don't know, just throwing that out there, Caps. Stag Spirit wants you to know that your responsibilities are now to yourself too, for you are learning and developing new skills. The best in you is coming into view as you step forward with strength, knowing that Spirit supports you as you compassionately take the lead. There's compassion again, okay? Key word in this reading, compassion. You are a model for transformation. I can't help thinking that that's like a little model village. You are a model for transformation. Sharing your experience, strength and hope with others so that they may grow and discover their best selves too. That's what I said. You're going high, like they're going low, you're going high. What a gift you are. Stay humble and authentic. Walk your talk, for this is how a wise leader leads. Yeah, you're doing it. I can see you doing it with these two queens, like feeling it. The queen's in the strength card. You've got it. And Spirit's got your back as well. It's like you're the right person, like right time, right place. So, like, Spirit's got your back. As long as you're high vibrational, don't panic. Keep that stability. I'm hearing like keep afloat and keep your head above water. It's like, and do it with your heart open. You're okay. Okay, take a leap of faith. I'm going to pull you another card as well, a relationship message for this, because I don't know what that is. Excuse me. Right now, you are poised to jump up to the next level of your life and move forward into something even better than you could have imagined. When Grasshopper Spirit appears, it is a fortuitous time to take a leap into the unknown. The Grasshopper Spirit represents the innovative spirit that says, why not? Why not take the lead? And has faith in, why not, right? Either it goes really, really well, best case scenario, you get like applauded and everything like that. Worst case scenario, doesn't work out. Do you know what? You're going to learn from the experience. So it's like a win-win situation. It depends how you look at it. But I feel like there is something that you're meant to be doing here, and Spirit's like nudging you. I felt that for so long. Have faith in the powers of co-creation. You are being called to trust that this is the right time to go with that idea, relationship or situation. Take risks, for abundance in all forms will show up for you. Wondrous things await when Grasshopper Spirit appears. You are not going to go backwards, so listen to your intuition rather than your fearful ego. Caps, what did I say? Listen to your intuition and your heart, not your fearful ego that resists any change and clings worriedly to what was. Luck is on your side. Jump up. You don't feel like that though, do you? I can tell. Luck is on your side. Jump up and forward with confidence. For Spirit has so much in store for you if you only take that leap. So yeah, it's the energy of like you got a bit too comfortable, and when you get too comfortable, Spirit wants you to keep growing and keep moving. So they're giving you a nudge, right? So you feel a bit unbalanced because it's like it's not a tower moment. I feel like the universe is being very, very kind and gentle to you right now. It's like we're not going to give Caps a tower moment because, you know, we can tell that We can tell that they've been through something in the past. They're feeling secure, they're feeling stable. Like, we don't want to upset that, but we don't want them to get complacent. We don't want them to get lazy. And not that cats are lazy, but we don't want you to get too complacent, too comfortable, because then that growth stops. So a bit of a wriggle. Universe is just kind of going boop, 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 tickling you, right? So you move and wriggle to get you to move forward. And I don't want to say, this doesn't feel like the Fool card. It doesn't feel like a big risk. It doesn't feel like you an all or nothing energy. It feels like take a chance on something, you know, open that door. Who knows, right? And there is something growing, and I want to say it's part of you, right? Some sort of personal growth. Right, let's keep going. Like, I feel like financial growth is, I feel like that's kind of steady for you at the moment. I mean, maybe not, but that's what I'm kind of getting. It feels more like emotional growth, but with other people. So, right, tell me about a relationship message, please. Relationship message. What is this? Orphaned and clean it up. 5 and 3. So this is to help you identify this person and figure out what's going on with them. You may already know. Okay. So this person down here who I was saying was like, it's like they're giving to 2 people, being a bit sneaky. It's kind of like the ugly duckling, this card to me. It's like they don't feel like they fit in. As you shift and evolve and commit to your own growth, you long for support, but may be disappointed and hurt by others who are not providing what you feel you deserve. Perhaps you are drifting away from this relationship because you're in a different stage of personal growth. It's so weird. I was talking about that today, about how people can be in a relationship and they grow and change, and sometimes you can grow and change and become quite different people to who you were when you met. And sometimes, you know, you can grow apart, you can grow together, right? Growing closer together, knitting together, or you can grow apart. It's so funny that I was talking about that today and then it's come out in your reading. Perhaps you are new. My son snuck off. Perhaps you are, hang on, where are we up to? Perhaps you are in a new relationship and discovering that you don't share the same values and beliefs, so you feel left out, unable to get that intimate place of safety and belonging. Take heart, as Spirit knows you and loves you, telling you that, and will steer you in the direction, that's what I said, of those who accept you as you are, without artifice or agenda. Don't compromise yourself to belong. It won't be worth the price. Be who you are, okay? How can anyone love you and give you that unconditional love if you're wearing a mask? They don't love you, they love the mask, right? You have to be authentic. You have to kind of be warts and all, right? In order for somebody to truly love you. Otherwise, it's not real. And it's a scary thing to do, especially if you're scared of rejection. And that's the thing, the fear of rejection causes us to, you know, with that fire ant energy, like the fear of rejection causes us to have opinions that aren't our own, to not stand up for ourselves, to not be authentic, because we don't want to be in the middle of that, right? We don't want to be in the middle of all that attack energy. So we change and we adapt and we say things that we don't really believe in order to fit in with the group. But it leaves us feeling shallow, right? Those connections are shallow connections. If you think of like Mean Girls, right? You know, trying to fit in and be something you're not, it's shallow connections. And then all you do is distance yourself as well from the true friends that really actually love you for who you actually are. And there's something in there as well about loving yourself for who you actually are. If you think you're inferior, if you're comparing yourself to others, and you see yourself as not good enough, then you're projecting that into the world. And yeah, and that's going to cause you to want to try and be a different person to who you are. And I want to say there's I was creating my own tarot deck at one point, and one of the decks was masks. And sometimes masks can disguise, sometimes masks can be deception, and sometimes masks can allow us to imagine ourselves in different roles, and imagine, you know, project that growth forward. So it could be a case of like, almost like being an apprentice. It's like, okay, well, you know, I've never been a teacher, but maybe I could, you know, pretend to be a teacher for a day. Maybe I could go and sit in the classroom and, you know, and then it's like, oh, actually, this, I'm comfortable with this. Maybe this is something that I actually do want to pursue. But you don't know if you don't try on the mask. So masks can serve us and they can hinder us. So just be careful. Just be careful about, there's a difference, I think, between fake it till you make it and fake it. You know, there's a difference. Clean it up. So again, to help you understand this relationship, time to clear the air and look at your side of the street and say what's on your mind. Sweep away the old stuff so that a spring breeze can flow through with new energy. This feels like this energy, which is your energy, right? It's the perfect time to do an inventory of your dynamics and see what's yours and see what's not yours to clean up the relationship. Again, with the Six of Pentacles, there could be a division of assets of some kind. Everyone brings some baggage. Sort through what you brought with you and let go of what is no longer needed. Become unencumbered and your relationship will flourish. Okay, I don't know. Maybe you're being distrustful of this person. Maybe, and sometimes what you think about, you bring about. So just be careful that you're not projecting onto them and causing that situation to happen. But at the same time, if you're open and honest, you know, it gives them the opportunity to be open and honest in return. I don't know. Right, I hope this reading was helpful to you. Getting the urge to get you another song before we close out the reading, even though I want to listen to Everlong because it's one of my favourite songs. Can I get... My phone's really dusty. Can I get a song, please, for my Cappies? Help them... Okay. What do my Cappies need to know? What do my Cappies need to see? I didn't change my number by Billie Eilish. Okay, I didn't change my number. I only changed who I replied to. Laura said that I should be nicer, but not to you. I love her. You mad at me text. Should have guessed that you would think I was upset. You're obsessed. Don't take it out on me. I'm out of sympathy for you. Maybe you should leave before I get too mean. I didn't change my number. I only changed who I believe in. You were easy on the eyes, but looks can be deceiving. I've got to go. I've got to go to work. This feels like you. You don't deserve to feel so hurt. You've got a lot of effing nerve. I don't deserve, so don't take it out on me. I'm out of sympathy for you. Maybe you should leave before I get to mean and take it out on you. And your best friend too. I should have left when Drew said you were bad news. I don't know, take it as it resonates, leave it if it doesn't. I hope that reading was helpful to you, Caps. You're good, you're fine. I don't know who you're dealing with, but you're fine. So I'm getting like Ross from Friends, I'm fine. You're fine. You're a little bit rattled, but you're fine, right? You're Capricorn, you're Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. Just remember that, right? Remember who you are. You're Capricorn, you're fine, you're the goat. So do take care of yourselves, be kind, and I will see you again soon, my lovelies. Bye bye.